Alright guys, been a while since I did a video. There's pretty much been a car event every weekend for about the last 2 months. So that's been keeping me pretty busy. But I have been working on stuff in the shop. So I'll give you an update on all this stuff, and we got a new project. Okay, so update number 1 is on the Toyota. It's been a couple weeks. I've been pretty much daily driving it. I've had 0 issues, and I've been finishing up little things on it here and there. As you can see, I added this old vintage hockey stick graphic to it. And like I said, put a ton of miles on it, haven't had any issues. So good job, Toyota. Another update, picked up a couple old vending machines for the shop. They'd been sitting for about 25 years, so I had to go through them, get a bunch of stuff fixed, working on it, but they're working flawless now. And I know nothing about vending machines, so it's been fun learning and kind of seeing how those things work. Now I'm kind of addicted to them. Another thing I pretty much know nothing about, diesel engines. I know the basics, I know my way around them, but definitely no expert on them. But got this old Toyota L Series diesel, trying to get this thing up and going for a future project. And been sitting for a long time. The rings were stuck, a bunch of stuff was not working on it. Got all that figured out, got the rings unstuck, letting it soak with training fluid. But now it's started up, it's a runaway diesel. I think there's a problem in the high pressure pump. So that'll be the next thing I learn about, because I know nothing about them. But you guys will be seeing that in the future. And I've also been learning how to screen print. So be making my own shirts soon, and I get a ton of requests for t-shirts. So hopefully for too long, I'll be making them, and you guys can pick some up. But I think that pretty much gets you up to speed in the shop. So like I said, we got another project. It's over in my other building, so we'll head over there and check it out. I have no idea what that was about, but here's the new project. Should come as no surprise. Picked up another Toyota, and really wasn't looking for a project, but came across it on Marketplace, and it was just too good to pass up. Basically, the story on this truck is one owner, an old man. Came from, see if I can show you this. Came from Atlanta, Georgia. Hasn't been on the road since '03, and it is a 92. So this truck was basically 10 years old when it was parked. The old man died, and I just sat in their garage till this old lady decided to sell it. She didn't know a thing about it. Windows were up, doors were locked. She didn't have the keys. So one, it was gonna be a nightmare getting it out of their garage. And wrecked in the front end, as you can see, but still, for what I paid for it, I couldn't go wrong. Being a Southern truck, it's really clean. That door does have some rot at the bottom, but the rest of the truck is pretty much spotless. And I did have to bust this window and bust the ignition to get it out of their garage. But like I said, I picked it up super cheap. She didn't know anything about it. I got it back here, started looking at it, and the reason it was parked, I'm assuming, is because it threw a rod. But I already found an engine. It's just a 22R, direct swap to it. And my goal with this truck is just build it super cheap and hopefully maybe show some people you can build a cool mini truck super cheap. I'm not going to set a budget because I really don't know what all I'm going to do to it yet. But as it sits, I paid $200 for the truck, paid $150 for the engine, and like I said, it needs that door, needs some front end parts, and already got that taken care of because I'm a mini truck hoarder. But like I said, there's our door. There's another set of clean doors. There's some fenders if we need it. Tailgate. That's super weird. But anyways, like I said, we got doors, fenders, tailgates if we need it. There's a front bumper. Got a couple Toyota grills. All the marker lights we need. I believe we have hoods over there. So these are basically all free parts I kept off stuff that I parted out. So like I said, as it sits, I have $350 invested in this truck, and we should be able to get it on the road running and driving, and the body looking decent for probably under $400. I have to buy some fluids and hoses, I'm sure, for the swap, but that's where we're at. So I'll get all these parts loaded up and get the truck over to the shop, and we'll get busy on it. Okay guys, back at the shop, and you should know the routine by now. I got the blue SN with the engine in the bed in the front yard. Have to pull the green Datsun into the front yard. Pull this blue S10 into the front yard. Pull the Toyota into the front yard. Hop in the first blue S10. Pull it back here. Unload the engine. Drive it over to the rollback. Hop in the rollback. Drive it over to the new Toyota, load it up, come back, unload it, push it into the shop, hop in this blue Toyota that'll be in the front yard, drive it in, drive this blue S10 back in, drive the Datsun back in, hop back in the rollback, drive it over to the first blue S10, come back, and we'll be good to go. Super simple. All right, so got all the trucks back in place. And I recommend everybody block their garage door with 30 junk vehicles. But here we are. Got the Toyota inside. I have to leave, go work a full shift, and once I get off, I will be working on this all night because I'm a hustler. That's how we do it around here. Alright guys, home from work and time to do some more work. So I got the Toyota in here and no real plan of attack. Just going to start yanking parts off, get this hood off, get all these wrecked parts off the front, and start getting that engine out of there. Alright guys, so got all the wrecked parts off. Nice little pile of junk. Got everything on top, I think unhooked from the engine. I'm leaving as much as I can hooked to it. It'll be easier just to swap everything over to the new engine on the floor, because that engine's kind of crunchy. All the accessories, everything are locked up. So we're gonna be using all these parts. But I think I got everything up top unhooked. So going to get this thing jacked up, get it on jack stands, and underneath just got to pull the drive shaft, training mount, exhaust, and the slave cylinder for the clutch. I'm just gonna leave that hanging on the truck so I don't have to bleed it again. But that's where we're at with it. So yeah, like I said, I'll get it jacked up and get those few parts out from underneath, and this engine will be out of here. Dang, look at that. But onto the truck. Got that engine out. Pretty sad. It took longer to get the truck in the shop than it did to pull that engine. But something kind of funny. As I was pulling it, something hit the floor. So picked it up. Really wasn't sure what it was for a second. But then I figured it out. So there is a connecting rod cap with part of the rod still on it. So these people, they had all the fun. Got a big hole on this side, big hole on that side. Freaking danger to the manifold. But that's good for the night. I'm happy with it. Pick up some gaskets and stuff tomorrow. Get all the accessories swapped onto the new engine. Get that thing in there. And we'll be driving that thing in a day or two. But that's it for this time.